Hello, everybody. Welcome to Counselor's Couch 101. I'm Jim Stump, licensed marriage and family therapist in California. And as a lot of you probably know, the reason I'm here is because of Kevin Lake. That's Kevin right there from a post he did a couple of days ago. This one's called 100,000 Paper Cuts. I began following Kevin years ago when I had a suggestion come up on YouTube, and I thought I'd just see what it was all about. At the time, he was doing a crayon campaign against some neighbor who was really annoying him and trying to take advantage of him because he was newly moved into the area and didn't know the way things were done and like that. Well, Kevin stood his ground. Every morning he'd get up and he'd make a ramble on his YouTube station, talk about what was going on and what he was doing in the face of what he was being presented with. It was a lot of fun. He had a good heart, and he had a funny way of looking at things and a great way of communicating. So I got really interested in him. I followed him over the years. I purchased a lot of his books, a lot of them electronically, so I was reading them on my tablet and like that. But then I also bought some paperback, rather in-print books. Right here I have 2 copies of October Nights 2, 31 More Tales for the Halloween Season. All right. This paperback copy I purchased to read, and this hardcover copy I purchased as a collector's item. I figure that one of these days it's going to be worth something, but it's really a lot of fun to read the book. By the way, Kevin also gives you a great little page marker, has a Sasquatch on it, and I like him. And he sent you a couple little these acorn things, which I kind of like. I don't know if you can see them or not. Mom and Pop. And I'm waiting for my door hanger, for my Halloween door hanger to come in the mail. Anyway, over time I'm watching Kevin in his station, and a year ago or so, he started mentioning that he was getting messages and comments and emails from people who needed counseling. They had personal issues that were far and away superior to his ability and skills to deal with, and he was concerned about that. And over time, he mentioned it a few more times. And finally, he reached out to me. I don't know how he found out about me. I guess he knew I was on his channel, but somehow he found out that I was in the counseling business. And he contacted me and asked me if I would take some of these emails and respond to them. And I thought, okay, what could it be? A couple of emails, I write a response back to it, a reply, point them in the right direction, maybe give them some ideas of how they deal with their issues. And I thought, well, maybe that's a doable thing. I'd certainly be willing to help you with that if I can do it, right? My schedule is really busy. I have very little time, but I figured I might be able to put that in there somehow. I'll come up with some time after the end of the workday and respond to some of these folks. Maybe we can help some people out. Then Kevin said he thought I should open up a YouTube channel and he would support it, and we get people coming here and he could direct the kinds of questions that he didn't feel comfortable dealing with regarding relationship and personal issues over here to this channel. And so therefore we started working on this project. I know for nothing about this, the electronics involved and posting and doing this type of work. So I'm going to learn as I go. And if you have any suggestions about technical things, please send them in. I would really greatly appreciate any suggestion that could help. Kevin said when he started, he purchased a cell phone for I think $1 or $3 from a Goodwill store, and he used that phone to start making his videos. I purchased this phone here. It's a Samsung Galaxy 5 or an S or something from an AT&T store, and it cost a fortune, and I can't get the color to come out right. Either I look like I'm washed out and I'm near dead, or my face is all red. So if anyone has any suggestions about how to improve that, the picture quality, I'd appreciate that. I know it has to do with lighting, but I just don't know exactly where to go with it. Also, I was thinking how to address this project that Kevin was asking me to do. Kevin has over 300,000 subscribers, and he has 500,000 viewers. I'm thinking this thing could blow up really fast, and it could become something that no one could handle on their own as far as answering personal questions. I started thinking, how do we go about making this work? And I thought to myself, maybe we can create an online community, where we could support each other and help each other through some of these problems. I could direct it if need be, and we can put groups together in a sense, support groups, if that's going to work. I don't know exactly how this is going to work out, but we will learn as we go, right? Excuse me. We'll put it together as we go, and we'll figure out how to make this thing work. Trying to put my thoughts together. Oftentimes, I put out a newsletter once a week to all the people that I've worked with in person. And what I do in that newsletter is I sort of think back the month and say, what was the most common topic people came up and asked questions about in the last couple of weeks? And I would write about that. So I realized that we could do the same thing here in the sense that we could itemize things, pick a topic of conversation, and we could put some information out about that, and we can answer questions about it. And if anyone has any issues in that area, then we can sort of collect them together and maybe deal with issues in a group as opposed to individual response to emails and so forth. But we'll just see how it goes. So I could use any help and suggestions that you all have, any thoughts about how to make this work and be successful. We're just trying to give something back to the community, because I'm talking about Kevin and I and Travis and a whole lot of other people that Kevin are bringing on board. There's a lot of negativity going on out there. And it would be nice to have some people who had some common sense, or what we used to call common sense and goodwill, and trying to put a more positive message into the airwaves than a lot of the negative stuff that we have to deal with every day. So if we can make online communities support one another, that would be a worthwhile project. It would be worthy of our time and our efforts. And I'm not monetized by this, guys, and I'm not looking to be. I have to go to work every day, so I'm not going to have unlimited amounts of time, but I will give it every moment that I do have. And I look forward to your suggestions on how to make this work, how to make the videos better, and any suggestions at all as to how we can be successful in forming our little online enterprise. Jim Stump, counselorscouch101@mail.com. You can also leave comments. I'm going to open up the comments because Kevin said I should be doing that. So let me hear from you. Let's put this together, and let's put a positive message back out into our culture. I think we could use it. God bless you all. Talk to you soon.